Hi everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Test Pack Please Ignore. So on the end of the last episode, I had successfully started to get my ores tripling. Should see some of them come through the redstone furnace when they're ready, so we've got the lead dust coming through right now. So what am I going to do in this episode? So the thing that I want to be doing in this episode is getting a big reactor set up. Big Reactors is a pretty awesome mod. Basically what it's going to do is probably make this entire setup here reasonably obsolete, as I'm not entirely sure what kind of output this whole kind of setup generates, but at the moment it's reasonably unreliable. Like, for example, even with the router running with a speed upgrade, it still doesn't seem to kind of get these two dynamos working down there. So what the Big Reactor does is basically it allows you to produce horrendous amounts of Redstone Flux. You can make them like absolutely massive, you can passively and actively cool them. Eventually, probably what I want to be doing is have my big reactor set up to actively cool with water, so it produces steam and then pass it along to a big reactor turbine. But for now, we're just going to go baby steps. So we've got big reactor. So what do we need to start off with? We need to start off with the big reactor casing. So, oh, that's pretty cool. So I need to make steel ingots, so fairly straightforward. What I really want to test out real quick is that I have a casting basing here. Now, last time I want to get rid of you first, smash up this casting table, put a casting basin down. Now, last time I tried to put molten steel into a casting basin and produced a block of steel. When I then tried to break it down into steel ingots, let me just have a quick look. So, we don't want reactor controller, I wanted reactor casing. So, it says Railcraft, eMasher, and Tinker's Construct, so I should be alright. Can I? Oh, there we go. So I got my block of steel, which is from Tinker's Construct, usable for beacon bases. Now what I want to double check is that if I break this down into ingots, so it makes Tinker's Construct steel ingots, can I make a reactor casing from that? Oh, apart from the graphite, yes, that does seem to work. So how do we make graphite then? What am I looking for? Reactor casing. So want to look for graphite bars. Now you can either do coal and gravel, or I think you can... I know there's a fair... So you got graphite dust, which is not really what I want. I'm sure there was an easier way of doing this. So by the looks of things, you can just put coal and charcoal in a crafting table to get graphite, or you can smelt graphite dust, which is a... Okay, so maybe that's not the right way. So yeah, it looks like I'm putting coal and gravel together. So if we have a look for gravel, how much gravel we got? That 53. And how much charcoal have I got? I've got loads of charcoal, so boom, 26. So it's not a lot of gravel. I might have to tell my quarry to... do I have any more gravel? What am I looking for? Gravel. Oh, I've got loads here. Excellent. Marvellous. Oh, and even more. Fantastic. Lots and lots of gravel for now then. And even more there. So I might have to tell my quarry, if this doesn't really make enough, I might have to tell my quarry to not filter out gravel into a void pipe until I can actually, until I've got enough to kind of make myself a sufficient amount of big reactor casings. So let me just make 64 more graphite bars. Hopefully that should be plenty for now. I'm also going to grab some more steel. And what I also want to do, so if I grab a stack of iron, like so, I'm going to start turning this into more steel as well, just so I've got some more on the go. Let me just head downstairs to my mechanism setup. So metallurgic infuser, it's empty, and that one has got charcoal in it. So I'm just going to start running this through the metallurgical infuser to make myself some what's it called? What's the word it called? It's like enriched something or other, I think it is, enriched iron, and then you can turn that into steel dust with more charcoal. So how's this doing at the moment? So it's currently purifying lead ore down. We've got some dirty lead dust being turned into lead dust in the enrichment chamber, and the crusher is running through my lead at the moment. So excellent. So I'm just going to let my mechanism system run in the background for a while. What we also need to do is keep pulling all this steel out, as I'm going to need a fair amount of steel for what I'm going to be doing for... Well, I need quite a bit of steel for the reactor casings. I think I need a reasonable amount of reactor casings as well, so... I might just make a small one today and then kind of make it into a much bigger one, because what you can do is the kind of most simple big reactor relies upon, it's kind of like a 27 block structure. So like 22 reactor casings and 5 other ones. So we're just going to, or is it 5 other ones or 6 other ones? Something like that. 5 ones or 4, something like 22 reactor casings and then 4 other ones, and then you can basically just make it bigger using this reactor glass and more reactor casings. So what does that mean? Recipe change, recipe output doubled to offset the expensive glass. Oh right, because it uses like reinforced and fused quartz and stuff like that. So we're just going to make a few more blocks of steel. How much we got left? So just going to make sure I'm not running out. If I need to run any more out, I'll just do it through the ingot cast. So we're down to 13, so I probably want to just do 4 ingots. There we go, grab you and you, and then do that. So we've almost processed all our steel out of our smeltery. I am going to move this downstairs at some point, I think, just to make this kind of upstairs a little bit neater. I really do seriously need to do some work on just the entire base this weekend when I have time. So that's something I just need to get around to. So we managed to get 5 blocks of steel, marvellous. So we've got 45 Tinker's Construct and 3. It's really weird. When you pour it as an ingot, you get a Railcraft one, but when you pour it as a block, it comes out as a Tinker's Construct one, so it's very bizarre. But we're just going to put them into my system. Right, so yeah, we can start making some reactor casings. So let's make sure we've got 24, because let's just drop off 2. Looks like we've still got plenty of... How much steel we got left? So I don't want electrical steel. I've got 36 steel ingots. Okay, so I've got 36 steel ingots left, which isn't too bad. How much graphite have I got left? Let's double check that as well. So we've got graphite. If it always helps, we can type. 66 graphite, so not too bad. What does this take? This takes, yeah, reactor casings and expensive glass. So have I got any obsidian? 9 obsidian. I might want to run this through a pulverizer just so I can start making myself some more obsidian dust to make hardened glass a bit easier. I've got sand in there at the moment. I'm just going to drop that back in my ME system. So yeah, I got the 22 reactor casings. What I also need to make is a reactor controller, which requires, okay, that requires 4 reactor casings, so I probably want to make a few more of them. Let me just drop a few more in. So where's reactor controller? So I want to make, so this requires some yellorium, which I already have as part of my system, as my quarry's been digging it up, and it's set to automatically pulverize and smelt, as I kind of showed in the last episode. So I make 2 yellorium ingots per 1 yellorite dust. Where were we? So we're going to make the reactor controller like so. So that's the next part. What we also need to make is a reactor power tap. This basically allows us to pull, so I'm going to need some more reactor casings. Just make a couple more of these, drop them in the system just to be on the safe side. This is what allows us to pull the redstone flux out of the big reactor. So let me just shift click that in place. We also need a reactor access port. So again, that requires 4 reactor casings, a chest and a piston. This basically allows us to put fuel in and out. So I'll probably be just doing this manually initially, and then later on telling it to kind of, once I make it bigger, we'll probably be hooked up to my ME system to tell things to go in and out. Do I need anything else? Oh yes, what I need is a yellorium fuel rod. This is essentially where the yellorium is reacted together to create your redstone flux. And then finally I need something to go on, what's it called? I need the reactor control rod, and this goes on top of the yellorium fuel rod. So we're just going to need a few more reactor casings. So there we go, we've got our reactor control rod. Marvellous. So this is all looking fairly swanky. So we've got reactor controller, reactor casing, reactor power tap, reactor access port, reactor controller, and yellorium fuel rod. Excellent. So let's go start setting this up downstairs. Now, what I'll probably do between now and the next episode is make this bigger. I will probably make it into like the next size up. So, for example, I'm just going to be making a 3x3 one, but between this and the next one, I might make it into a much bigger one. So let me just set it up in the corner over here. So let's just smash that up for now. Hit F7, just stick it down there. That'll do. There we go. So we're just going to make a 3x3 platform like this. Start putting some reactor casings, bits and bobs down. So we need to have a reactor power tap down, like so. I also need to have a reactor computer down, and I might have to just smash all this up real quick. Here we go. Looks like it just breaks with a pickaxe, which isn't too bad. So I'm just I'm going to clear my throat there. I'm actually going to move this one away from the wall just so I can access it from all 4 sides, because I'm going to need one more side to put the computer down, put the controller down and the fuel out. Let me just move this one away from the wall. I didn't really think about that before starting to put it down. So apparently this takes a little while to break, which isn't too bad. Like I said, I'm going to make this bigger possibly between now and the next episode, just so I can show it off, and then I'll probably get it cooling using... so have I lost one of my reactor casings? That's weird. I seem to have one gone missing. Very weird. How bizarre. I appear to have lost my reactor controller, big reactor... That's weird. I appear to have lost one. How strange. I'm going to have to go grab one from upstairs. So is there a chance that these can just like break and are unrecoverable? I don't know. But how very bizarre. Let me just place all them down. So what we need is the power tap, the reactor access port, which I'll put around the back here, like so. Then we need the reactor controller so we can see what's going on. The Elorium fuel rod goes right in the middle, like so. I think we need one more reactor casing. And what we need to do is then on top of the Elorium fuel rod, we put the reactor control rod. And then we need to put another 7 reactor casings around the outside. And apparently I'm missing one. So let me just go find one more random one from upstairs out of my ME system. Have a quick fly up, like so. Oh, apparently, oh, there it is. How weird. How the hell did that end up there? Apparently I've got a little bit of... Have I got any torches in my system? Torches? I do. Excellent. So apparently they're randomly gone in my system. So let me just drop a torch down there just so I don't have random mobs spawning. Then what do I need? So yes, I need some Elorium. So let's grab, I don't know, 16 for now. Just so... No, actually, let's grab 25. That'll do. Whatever. We'll just grab a few just to show you what's going on. Let's also grab some redstone energy conduits. Might need some more of this. Can I make some more? Hang on. While I'm at it, just so I can hook it up to the rest of my redstone system. Redstone. Come on. Redstone energy conduits. There we go. That's what I want. Redstone energy conduits empty. Okay, so apparently I can only make 6. Might be enough. Do I have some I do have some destabilized redstone. That's what I'm looking for. Where's my obsidian? So I've got lots of pulverized obsidian. Let's grab some lead as well, so I can start processing that through the induction smelter. Make some hardened glass that way. Grab a few more of these redstone energy conduits. I should be, once that hardened glass smelts up, I should be able to create a few more. So where's my reactor casing? There we go. So we've got reactor casing like that. There we go, so it's all in place. So that's what a finished big reactor looks like. Like I said, this is the most basic one you can make. So it's a 3x3x3. Between now and the next episode, I'll probably be looking to make it bigger. So looking to make a 5x5x5 one maybe. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'd be like 1, 2. Yeah. So I'll have some of the like the reactor casings and stuff down the middle. So this is what the interface looks like. So it tells you the temperature of your reactor. So the lower the temperature, the more efficient it works at. So what you can do with the bigger ones when it has space in is actually put things such as destabilized redstone and resonant ender. So you can kind of melt it down in the magma crucible, put it in buckets, and then essentially put it round your fuel rod. So if you can imagine a bigger one, you'd have like a 1, 2, 3, like a 1, 2, 3 kind of area with your fuel rod in the middle, like here, and then you basically put like resonant ender buckets all the way around it, kind of buckets of resonant ender or destabilized redstone or water, but water's like the least efficient. You can use either the kind of the melted redstone or ender. You can also use blocks of things like iron and diamond and things like that, and they're all got kind of different levels of efficiency in terms of how much they cool the reactor down. So this tells you your energy output, so you which is kind of displayed in the energy buffer here. This also tells you the core heat as well as a kind of more of a scale. Your casing heat, so basically shows you how much of the heat from the core is being transmitted to the casing. We've also got the fuel status, you'll see that go up in a minute. So fuel reactivity, how heavily irradiated the core is. So more irradiation basically indicates more radiation basically means it reduces the efficiency and the amount of redstone flux redstone flux your big reactor is using. And finally, this basically shows you how much fuel you're using up. So we've also got auto eject waste. Once we put, so what you can also do is where's the access port? So you see we've got an access port here, so this is basically where we're going to put the Elorium in. You can also have another one, say there, which you can eject these what it makes is, so if we go back to big reactors, Big reactors. So the waste, so yellorium is the fuel that you use to burn in there. The waste product is cyanite ingots, and what you can do with this cyanite ingots is some of it is used in the construction of like the turbine, I think. So let me have a look. I'm sure it's used in the. Is it used in here? No, not that one. Turbine computer? No. Turbine controller. No, that's plutonium, sorry. Oh yeah, okay, so you use some cyanite for turbine housing, so the kind of the analogous reactor casing, you would use turbine housings for the big reactor turbine. I've got a random Enderman over there as well. So you'd use some cyanite for that, but what you can also do with the waste is reprocess it, I think, in a cyanite reprocessor, which we'll be looking to do, and then you can turn it into plutonium, which you can then put back into the reactor, and it essentially works the same as, what's the word I'm looking for? Works exactly the same as yellorium, so let's kill an Enderman. He's disappeared. Very weird. He sounds angry though, which is not good. Let me just see if I can sleep for the night, like so. I should be fairly good in terms of what's the word I'm looking for? I should be fairly good in terms of armor. I do still have my nanosuit on. So I'm looking to do. So yeah, I wanted to while I'm up here, I just want to quickly make some more. Oh, okay, that's random. So apparently that needs to have a torch there. Okay, fair enough. I wanted to make some more redstone energy conduits. So yeah, so eventually I'll be looking once I start kind of increasing the size and the output of cyanite, I'll be looking to reprocess it into plutonium and sticking that back into my reactors. So what we want to do, so I want to go redstone energy. Here we go. So I want to make, oh no, I need to get some more hardened glass first. Is that all I got? 10. Wow, that's really inefficient. I'm definitely going to go to the end at some point and get myself some more quartz to turn into fused quartz. So let's just grab 60. That should be more than enough for a long while. We'll also stick some of you in there. Grab a few more redstone energy conduits. That should hopefully be enough to hook it up to the rest of my energy system. So let's get this big reactor started. So first things first, we shall put some fuel in. So put in a little bit. Is it going in? I don't know. We'll have a look. See. Let's have a good look. So there we go. Core fuel status. Okay, so apparently it's offline at the moment, probably because we need to. So is that now working? Nope, it still needs to be hooked up to something. So what I want to do is, just to show you that it works, that it's actually doing something. Oh, apparently I need to put a torch down there as well. Fair enough. Is I want to grab this redstone energy cell, which I made thinking that was going to be able to, because I don't want to wrench this up, because otherwise it'll keep all the redstone flux. So what I'm trying to do is just bash it up if it will let me, which apparently it's not. So let me just wrench that up. Weird. I don't really want the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't really want. So can I stick that? No, I don't want that there. Let me just stick that, say, there. Stick another redstone thing down and have that outputting. Come on. Is that going to output? No, it's not. Okay, that's really weird. I was hoping I could just bash it up, but apparently it's not letting me, which is kind of weird. So I can't really show you that it's working by hooking it up to a redstone energy cell. What I can do is hook it up to the rest of my energy system like so. Bish bash bosh. See if it's working now. Is it working? No. Maybe I have to do something with the... Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to click on the reactor control rod. There we go. So control rod. Can I boost this up to 100%? Is that now working? No. Why aren't you working? This is very weird. Let's start troubleshooting. So inlet mode, eject fuel, eject waste. That's not what I want. Why isn't this working? Am I missing something? So I've put the yellorium in, so it's got core fuel, status offline. Activate reactor. Oh right, always helps if I deactivate, activate reactor. Why isn't this working? This is interesting. Why isn't my reactor working? This is bizarre. Maybe I have to hook it up to one of the... Oh, hang on a minute. Can I... Is it this... No, that's not working either. Why isn't this working? So it's set to come out. So why are you not producing anything? I'm sure I've put yellorium in, which is what I need. Let me just double check that. So yellorium, can I put it in there? Nope. Goes in there. So it's got yellorium, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Why the hell not? online. Okay, yep. So, but why isn't it producing any energy? Let's just turn this down again. Control rod down to 0. Oh, there we go. So apparently now it's working. Okay, that's weird. So as you can see, it's currently producing 260 redstone flux per tick, which is pretty mental. The core is 100% full. The core heat is 868 degrees C, so pretty high. The buffer's filling up because it's obviously being used up quite rapidly. This is definitely not the most efficient you can make one of these reactor controllers. So it's using 0.28 millibuckets per tick of Yellorium, which is quite cool. Fuel rods 1, max capacity 4,000 millibuckets, so it's using up not that much. So it's fairly hot. Like I said, if I was to make this bigger, I'd be able to cool it more efficiently. It would be probably producing more redstone flux per tick, but for now I'm just going to say that's a success. Now I've got it running. It's obviously being drained quite rapidly of has this got enough carbon? Yeah, it's got loads of carbon, just checking. So it's actually helping to generate redstone flux for the rest of my system. So at the moment it's only producing 260, so not really enough. You can see it's getting drained pretty quickly, but it should be helping to contribute to things such as my quarry, and also it will be helping fuel things such as my industrial craft things over there. Like I said, I'll try and do some work on it off camera and then show you how to actively cool it, I think. I'm also going to try and do some work on Thorncraft between now and the next episode. I found a kind of like a list of the best way to scan all the items in really quickly, so hopefully between now and the next episode, as well, I've still got F7 on, I should be able to like get all of the research things, so I should make it a bit quicker for me to kind of go through and research everything, and then research all the different what they call aspects. So I should be able to start researching some cool stuff. So maybe looking to do that by the next episode. But apart from that, I've got my big reactor set up, which is pretty sweet. Where was I? So yeah, I got my big reactor set up. As always, guys, it's nice to see you comment. Great to interact with you, and always nice to see you drop a like to let me know you're enjoying the series. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.